And we're back. So yeah, I'll just cut the recording in two basically, so that it doesn't take forever to upload. So now we're going to get acquainted with the Institute. Can I talk to him?
About this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Strange choice.
Seems like a strange choice. On more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something new. New discoveries are always welcome. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Don't know anymore.
This is all. It's just too much. I just don't know anymore.
I understand. You've been through quite a lot. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sure. Alright, let's check out everything. Don't know what that is. Microphone, base. Yeah, I'm just grabbing basically everything in the Institute because everything is like clean here, so it's got better values. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not stuff like this. Ooh, spring, yeah. But like cameras and stuff like that, and yeah. Gimme a man of the moon. And, come on, walk up the stairs. It's just stairs, bruh. Thank you. Cigarettes, clean globe. Don't know what that is. A terminal. Let's do the hacky. Okay. One more time. Moon. Most, yeah. Kellogg, Conrad, enhanced life expectancy. July 16, 2285. Isn't that like in the past? I mean in the future? Kellogg's occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of his general being. Kellogg is after all a killer. But as I have continued to witness their reactions, gauge their sidelong glances, I have detected something else, something I probably should have anticipated: jealousy. Kellogg is a living memorial to a forgotten program. He is an augmented human being, a cyborg really, and the benefits he has received cannot be denied. But really, the scientists here could not care less about enhanced reflexes or greater combat efficiency. No, the cause of their envy is something more practical, more primal: his enhanced life expectancy. Just how long will Kellogg live if he passes naturally? However unlikely that may be, it's hard to say. He's already more than 100 years old. Older certainly than any other human in the Commonwealth. His complete physiology has been altered. Perhaps he'll make it to 150 or maybe even 200. Let the petty have their petty jealousies. Kellogg is a living testament to the ingenuity and superiority of the Institute, and I take no small pleasure in knowing that must irritate him to no end. Status reports. Hydroponics program functional, robotics, yeah. Boring. Can read that if you want to. Personal notes, the wait continues. AO can only confirm sightings outside Vault 111 and again in Diamond City sometime later. What that means, I'm not sure. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? No, not nothing. I will have learned valuable things about myself, my past, either way. I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. I must simply observe and record. I'm told Kellogg has gone offline. Strangely, I find myself thinking of Dr. Walker. He had such high hopes for Kellogg, such faith in the implants and what they could mean. I still regret eliminating that project, but I know where it would have led us. Walker was never shy about his goals, and too many others were starting to listen. In the end, I believe I was justified. The Institute is about preserving humanity, not some bizarre amalgamation of biology and technology. Alright. Director access. Synth shutdown. Unauthorized director code required. Ooh, so he can shut down all the synths? Sean's terminal password. Okay, let me just put down a save here, just in case. Yeah, okay, so it's just to get into the computer itself. That is the main staircase. Anything in here? Okay. Let's go downstairs, I suppose. Yeah, so that's that room.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
We're all looking
Doc.
forward to
They
working
weren't
with you.
kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Will to
I
survive.
guess. I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Well, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
With what?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built all
This
this?
place, originally. Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Wait, why are you walking away from me?
Dr. Fillmore,
Hey, what do you need?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Don't you walk away from me?
What's on your mind?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course.
Of course.
Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I actually do want to know.
Allie,
What's on your mind?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Goodbye then.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What's available?
I'll take a look. Sure.
Alright, plasma and fusion cells, because that's the only thing they use. Experiment 18A. Can't talk today. Faster fire rate and faster reload. And anything else? No. And we have a synth chest piece. Enemies have a hard time detecting you while you're not sneaking and not moving. Okay. Why would I want that? +1 agility and perception. That's okay. Grants increasing energy and damage resistance to lower your health. That's okay. Increases action point, refresh speed. That's okay as well. Nothing great though. And nothing awesome here. Yeah. Okay. So you can have this, and you can have 153 of these. There you go. Give me all your money. Alright, where to next? To this place or robotics?
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the
It's a real
facilities division.
juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
I have more questions.
Power demand jumped another 5%
Never mind.
this year.
Guess we'll talk later then. Let's go into Institute Robotics.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Hi.
Hi there.
Okay. Man, look at this. This is how they make synths. Okay. Oh my god, that's freaky as fuck.
I've heard enough of them. Down from them.
What's happening? What are they doing? Oh my god.
It's an unwanted distraction.
And they even got some trousers in there, huh? Some panties.
With our third generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Oh yeah?
The synths are treating you well, I hope.
Doctor, you've arrived at a momentous time. Our third generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
Superior how?
Makes them superior. The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Okay.
Dr. Logan.
The Siths aren't just Father's legacy.
Hi,
I
Doc.
don't think you'll be needing that suit of power armor in here.
Shut up.
You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and instant injury, most of which I designed. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
What's the deal?
Oh, forgive me. I realize. Well, I understand that's somewhat personal. It would just mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to Siths, please let me know.
Alright, thank you, I guess. Let's move on to the next thingy. The next department. And we gotta remember to pick up that thing for Virgil. Almost forgot his name there. Okay. Hello there.
Status. All functions normal.
Okay. Let's see what's down here. This is just like the common room, I guess. Synth retention.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Okay, good.
Nothing to report, sir.
Nothing to report.
Rumor is Advanced Systems will be starting a new Dark Matter initiative soon.
Ooh.
You smell like you've been above ground.
There's
Oh,
enough friction as it is
Dr.
between
Watson
us
can deal
and
with
pretty
any
much all the
obsessive
other.
that sounded like an insult.
Power
My
armor
methods
is
get
sturdy
results,
enough,
and they will
but
this
it
time
limits
as
your
well.
mobility.
You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth
Hi, Doc.
escapes more seriously.
Here you are. Justin
There I am.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Ooh. I can make a charisma check. That's why I bring this.
Doc. So, here you
Yeah,
are.
here I am.
Neo, I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation,
Right.
I'm sure you understand.
Don't trust me?
Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Okay
Now, Father
then.
has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact,
It was quite easy to
I'd
take
very
down,
much
actually.
like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Are you now?
Justin,
Yes? What do you need?
you mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Okay.
Dr. Ayo,
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
That doesn't sound good.
Justin.
Yes? What do you need?
That's all for now.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Bye. What do we have here? 7 fusion cells. Okay.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Yeah, did you?
That armor should serve you well in a firefight.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Carry on, sir.
I would wipe the floor with you pretty easily. I will be taking those. SRB terminal. Reclamation target tracking. Unit ID C241. Status Unit at large. Investigation underway. Assigned Courser X236. Location last sighting good neighbor. Notes no recent sightings. Unit believed to be in railroad custody. Mem wipe likely performed by now. Unit ID S943. Status Unit at large. Investigation suspended. See notes. Assigned Courser none. Last sighting Boston Airport. Notes investigation suspended. Area deemed too hazardous at this time. And yeah, one at Libertalia Raider Stronghold. And the next one, B592, has been mem-wiped by railroad agents. New identity is Gabriel. Unit now leads Raider gang based at Libertalia. Shows highly aggressive tendencies. Has killed several dozen rivals and civilians. Suspect brain damage resulting from mem-wipe process. Gabriel. I feel like I know that name. And K823 destroyed. Remains located NE of Sagas Ironworks. Oh. Did we kill someone there? Ah. Units remains discovered near Sagas Ironworks and returned to Robotics Division. Unit destroyed by multiple gunshot wounds. Suspect raiders based out of Sagas. Oh, okay. The raiders did it, I guess. L337, unit at large, investigation underway. Last sighting Corvega. And unit has been mem-wiped. New identity is Leo. Exercise extreme caution. Unit has been trained by railroad and is proficient with several weapons. Unit has evaded capture twice and wounded coursers on both occasions. Damn. Alright, list of informants. The following individuals have proven useful in our reclamation operations in exchange for caps. These persons have in the past provided information on escaped synth sightings and suspected railroad activity. If you make a new contact, add the individual to the database. Cricket, Oh, that's the one I want to find. Cricket, occupation caravan or location mobile. Yeah, she is the one that has the submachine gun that I haven't even gotten yet. It's pretty annoying actually that I haven't gotten that weapon yet. Usually I get it super early. Tommy Lonigan. Yeah, you can actually find her some other place as well. I should probably have tried to get her, but whatever. Tommy Lonigan, occupation owner, proprietor, combat zone, trash can Carla. Yeah, we know of her. Doc Weathers, yeah, we know of him as well. AJ, chem dealer, good neighbor. Think we know who that is, or not 100% sure. Marowski, yeah. Lucas Miller, Henry Cook, yeah. Cook is gone though. He's in the wind. And here we can see who logged in. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's neat. Don't need any of that. I will grab this though. Don't need any of this. Ooh, synth relay grenade. Don't know what that does, but I'll take it. I think it actually like gives you a or like teleports a cursor to your location. I think that's what it does.
Good to see you.
This just has the same probably. No wait, no.
Always.
The department notices our new visitor. As you know, Father has granted full access to our new visitor from the surface. That includes the entirety of the SRB. While we must accommodate Father's wishes in this matter, we must also remain diligent, refrain from discussing any sensitive information, especially the ongoing investigation involving the Gen 3 synths. In an ideal world, the Railroad will have had no influence on our new guests. We do not live in an ideal world. Director IO. I haven't been too... what's it called? I haven't like interacted too much with the Railroad, so yeah. Missing synth investigation. Due to recent developments in our ongoing investigation into the missing synths, I am adjusting our policy regarding discussion of this subject with personnel outside of SRB. In brief, the details of the investigation are now classified and cannot be shared with anyone other than SRB personnel. And even then, such conversations can take place only here in the SRB facilities. Those who are found to be in violation of this policy will face the strictest discipline. I'm starting to wonder if M762, the infiltrator unit McDonough, so yeah, the Mayor McDonough in Diamond City, hasn't begun to outlive its usefulness. Assuming the identity of Diamond City's mayor has provided us with invaluable intelligence over the years, but suspicions have only continued to mount. This latest incident, the publication of that newspaper article specifically calling McDonough's humanity into question, might just be the tipping point. Oh, excuse me. I've spoken with IO and we both agree if the situation does become more untenable, reclamation seems unfeasible. M762 was specifically engineered to mimic the actual human McDonough. As such, the unit's synthetic biology is that of someone overweight and grossly out of shape. A memwipe would kill any physiological weaknesses attributed to self-perceived old age, but that body, lost cause. The real irony here is that M762 is one of its dispatches back to the Institute. We requested a future posting in the coursers citing loyalty and years of service, and that request alone was evidence enough self-awareness and independence to completely eliminate him from contention. Never mind the fact that he wouldn't even fit into the uniform. Determination when and if M762's identity is eventually compromised, the unit is effectively decommissioned in field. No reclamation, no institute assistance, given its relative age and physical condition, not to mention the danger inherent in an infiltrator's unit discovery, further lifespan estimated at 2 weeks maximum. Okay. It has come to my attention that certain colleagues who are dissatisfied with our policies and procedures have on more than one occasion tried to circumvent our established process for registering their complaints with Father and have tried to gain access to our secure facilities in order to complain in a more direct manner. I'm sure I need not remind you that the SRB is off limits to all personnel not assigned to this division. Do not allow yourself to be browbeaten, cajoled, intimidated, or otherwise manipulated into allowing anyone who lacks the appropriate clearance to enter the SRB. Failure to uphold this mandate will result in severe discipline. Yeah. Power conservation. As you're all aware, Father has asked that we monitor our power usage carefully and try to be as efficient as possible. As a point of personal emphasis, we should strive to be efficient in everything we do, but our division has needs that are unique among the various branches of the Institute. The fact is, sometimes our operations require resources that we cannot readily disclose due to the sensitive nature of what we do. I place my trust in our judgment. If you require additional power or any other resources to carry out your work, then take what you need. Consult me if you have any concerns or questions, but know that the responsibility of meeting your project deadlines falls upon your shoulders, and I won't accept limited power availability as an excuse for failing to meet those deadlines. In short, do what you need to do, and if anyone objects to the way in which we carry out our work, I will deal with those objections myself. Okay, bottle caps, fusion cells, rifle, fusion cells. Yeah. Ooh, 30 count pulse grenades. Yeah.
Be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Alrighty then. And I think that's everything in this location. On to the next. Yeah, sorry about not being any action in this episode, but I think that was maybe clear from the get-go, since we're just getting to know everything in the Institute.
Clearance confirmed.
We are just investigating everything in here.
We'll start the next trial. But
Will there
once
be
you've
any
settled
pain?
in, I'll want to do a physical. I honestly don't know.
Okay, once I've settled in. Let's go into advanced systems. $2? Oh my god.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Sure.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
Well, that was productive.
Safety first. Remember that.
Hey, Doc.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough, if you ask me. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages.
Oh.
I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care then.
Just 1,000 pages?
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
I guess you should call me, like everyone should call me, grandfather?
Dr. Watson.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Can I close the door? Yeah. Hello there. I'm just gonna save just in case. Let's play this one.
This is
of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Vinay has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Hey there.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Authorized to be where? What is this place?
You're standing in the Advanced Systems Division, and you are not a part of my staff. If you want a tour of the place, why don't you ask Father, seeing that he's apparently given you the keys to the castle. Now, can I get back to work?
What are you working on?
There's no getting rid of you, is there? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
I wonder if I do this now. Is there any like coming back? Okay, let's just hold up. I need to check on something. Okay, so apparently, after reading a little bit online, having her join the Brotherhood now doesn't really mean anything. You can still do stuff for like the Institute and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't want to.
I thought you wanted to talk.
Nope, I don't. Bye. Yeah, let's take that away. Where is it? Wait, am I supposed to talk to her?
Hey.
Maybe I am.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I'm new.
I'm new around here.
You must think I'm some kind of idiot. Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but I still decide who goes in and who goes out of my laboratory. So why don't you just run along and let me get back to work?
I'll leave.
Fine. I'll come back later.
So you can interrupt me twice? No thanks. You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled...
no reason.
I'm not here for any reason in particular.
That's a load of crap, and we both know it. A Brotherhood of Steel airship arrives in the Commonwealth. You find a way to intercept our teleport signal, and now you show up at my door. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he... Say what you came here to say, and then...
Okay, I guess I can just do this. Wasting your time here.
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders. Sorry, but you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit.
Sure it is.
And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Yeah, so now we can fast travel like in and out of the Institute. And if you're playing on survival mode, that's the only way of actually fast traveling. So it's extremely useful. Yeah, human cybernetics. Proposal. Build on existing Institute research into implant cybernetics to augment human capabilities and lifespan. Previous program met with limited success in a single subject. Using a broader array of subjects and new techniques could prove highly effective. Approval rejected. Director notes none given. Cold fusion. Divert time or materials from current phase 3 research to exploring the possibility of sustainable nuclear reactions through electrochemical processes at or near room temperatures. Pre-war work on the subject yielded no concrete results. Oh my god, I'm getting so many burps. Advances in technology could potentially make it possible. Approval rejected. Lee M. Notes evidence suggests this is and always will be a pipe dream. Miniaturization. Modification to relay assembly allowing for extra parameters when rematerializing, specifically to explore recalibrating object size and density. Imagine if it were possible to use the relay to shrink someone down to the size of an insect, or even smaller. Approval rejected. Watson notes, let's keep things out of the realm of science fiction, please. Plasma weaponry. Pre-war plasma weapons exist, albeit in a somewhat primitive state. Samples have been collected. With work from a dedicated research team, said weapons could be improved upon dramatically. Approval pending. Lee M. notes something to consider after phase 3 is complete. Alright. Personal notes. Dr. Lee has been spending more and more time in her lab with the kid synth thing. It's creepy and I can't help but wonder if she's getting a little too attached. Evan has rejected my last 12 proposals. I don't know how to get through to that man at all. Okay. A little bit of lore, tra-la-la. This probably just has the same stuff. No? What's this? Regulation updates. Submitted to Directorate for approval. Review permissions for assigning sidearms to personnel. SRB recommendations to increase security have overridden any normal procedures for allowing Institute scientists to carry firearms. Training for said firearms also needs to be updated. Reconsider interdepartmental network access. Certain divisions appear to be abusing this. Security systems need to be reviewed by Facilities Division ASAP. Given recent events, it is extremely important that the Institute be prepared for any conceivable situation, no matter how unlikely. Dr. Ayo has requested this for some time, and I am now inclined to agree with him. I have, in the last 24 hours, observed no less than 7 blatant violations of Institute protocol. The degree to which people appear to ignore the rules which have been put in place to keep us all safe is incredibly disappointing. Madison insists I continue the testing battery with the child synth, despite my reservations about the project as a whole. If this were any other situation, I would not have second thoughts about going straight to the director, but given the circumstances, I shall simply wait it out. Yeah. Okay. Any more terminals? Okay. Can't go in there, apparently.
Rushed work is sloppy at best.
Yada yada. Tra la 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 la. And we have one division left, and that's bioscience.
Food supplement 77 has been discontinued.
That is correct.
Operating at full capacity.
Boom! Going into bioscience. Finding the stuff that we need. Sliding doors. Okay.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Committee. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
What work?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Okay. Completed, institutionalized.
Dr. Holdren.
Something I can do for you?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Clayton.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Dr. Holdren.
Something I can do for you?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care then.
Okay.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Hey.
Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him wrong. It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses.
Who was it that I was supposed to talk to?
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Look at them booties.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Doc.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past.
Yes,
Some time
yes.
ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil. The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next part is vitally important. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
I understand.
Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
Yada yada.
It's great to have you here.
Okay, we are gonna do... Where is it? This. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, I can't take all of these microscopes. SZI Phase 2 development. Since the Zoological Initiative Phase 2 Development Journal. Initial thoughts. What to create. We've engineered creatures that inhabit the sky and the land. The next logical step is to a creature of the sea. Huh? Have you created the stuff from the sky? The greatest challenge remains data collection. Accurate measurements, behavioral data, life cycle, habitat, etc. Might Nahant have something useful? Note to self, request that we allocate a scavenger team to that area. So which aquatic creature makes a good candidate? Start with size. Nothing too large, nothing too small. Most promising candidates: genus Delphinus, genus Carcharinus. On-site habitat will be a logistical challenge. Expansion of bioscience likely necessary, including large water tank. Many logistical challenges to implement. Facilities division likely to oppose this. Have to pitch this as the first step in a broader plan. What else can go in the aquatic habitat? Can we grow food there? What other experiments could we do? Could we develop underwater synth models to carry out seabed salvage operations? Probably far-fetched, need to work on this more. We'll table this journal for the time being, focus on other priorities until I can come up with more reasons that will benefit from the aquatic habitat, can still gather data in the meantime. Warwick Homestead Initiative. Mission statement. The Warwick Homestead Initiative was conceived to facilitate field testing of various genetically modified specimens in the unique climate of the Commonwealth. It is hoped that we gain insight into the effects of trace radiation on the growth and developments of said specimens. We of the Bioscience Division are in full agreement on the following hypothesis. Subjected to the proper levels of ambient radiation and soil pH, such as those found in the exceptionally fertile soil at Warwick Homestead, our modified seed specimens are likely to exhibit accelerated growth rate and a twofold increase in size. Stage 1. Using genetic manipulation, we will develop a unique breed of Cucurbitaceae, whatever, with similar characteristics to those commonly farmed in the Commonwealth. Stage 2. Acquire Roger Warwick, Patriarch of Warwick Homestead, and conduct a series of intensive interrogation sessions to learn all we can about his life and family. Stage 3. With the intelligence gathered in Stage 2, create a synth replica of Roger Warwick and embed the unit on site at Warwick Homestead to oversee the operation directly. SRB will handle logistics of this aspect of the initiative. Stage 4. Begin covert deliveries of prototype seed batches for planting. Stage 5. Collect observational data from embedded unit. Stage 6. When sufficient data has been collected, retrieve synth unit and specimens for lab studies. Purge all surface evidence of the initiative. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay. Behavioral Anomaly Report. Director Holdren, here are the details you requested. Read the gorilla behavioral anomalies. Total of 16 incidents of heightened aggression have been documented. Bioscience personnel who witnessed these events, myself included, would categorize the level of aggression displayed as extreme and dangerous. In all, 6 synth handlers have been destroyed by gorilla attacks. As for what triggers these behavioral changes, I speculate that it's a reaction to perceived conflict. Several attacks followed heated arguments that took place within earshot of the pen. Another occurred soon after the recent SRB security sweep. It seems clear there's a fault in the behavioral model, yet I doubt it can be corrected. I know you're against it, but I think we have to consider destroying them. Failing that, I recommend that all contact with the gorillas be limited to synth units only. Bioscience personnel should not be permitted to come into contact. The risk is simply too great. Carlin. Yes. Alright, that's the information on those. What do we have up here? Nothing. Nothing at all, basically. Nothing in here either. Except for a long ass hallway. Oh, can we do this? A novice one? Yeah, we can. Nice. Nice. So. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, maybe we get some actions after all. There's gotta be something down here that killed these synths. Yes. Or that synth. What does that button do? Okay, that closes that one. What does this button do? Closes that one. Okay. Telephone. It's very quiet there. No music or anything. Don't you dare. I got you.
Resetting threat level.
Resetting threat level. Sounds like a synth. Yield, twang, elder. Okay. Fails, wrote, books. Come on. Kinds, yeah. Turret control. Deactivate. Remote door control, open. Are you going to be hostile? Puncturing pipe wrench mod, no thank you.
Surprise contact.
Oh, it's an assault drone. Okay. Can I get the core? No. Or combat inhibitor? No. Okay then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got him. Okay, he's not the exploding type. My battle gaps. Tri-tool, what the hell is that? Okay. Give me all your stuff. I don't want no pipe wrench mod. Okay. Is there anything useful here, or is it just junk? Junky junk. I'm just gonna check carry weight, okay. Still got quite a lot actually. I hear a strange sound. And it's weird that there's no music down here. Even when there's enemies. Oops. Did not want that coat. So you can have it back. Alright. A cat. Oh, hello. Booyah. Got him. Okay, we need to regain some health. Let's grab... what should we take? Mutant hound chops? Yeah. Got him. Oh, a super mutant. Oh, another cat. Why is the super mutant completely naked though? Except for a little bit of a trousers thingy. I got you! I got you too! I got you 3! Okay. Requires terminal. Let's see. Bear. Mean. Tend. Let's try again. Item. This. Idea. Yeah. Open door. Okay, where does this lead me? Just had to check if there was anything the other way. Okay. So, what the frick? Are they making super mutants? Experimental serum. Yeah, bring the serum to Virgil. Cool beans, cool beans. What the hell, man? Is this the one Virgil was? Subject status. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Yeah, okay, so this is just... Yeah, you can just read this if you want to. They're all being terminated though. Yeah. All was terminated. Okay, latest round of testing complete. Results are all within expected parameters. Informed Dr. Zimmer directly, as he had ordered the tests personally. He seemed annoyed with the results, unsure what he was looking for. He declined to specify why he wanted test runs to begin with. I have officially assumed the lead role on the project after Dr. Syverson's passing. Latest round of subjects show results similar to previous test runs over the last 5 years. No statistical deviation noted. Synthetic organics continue to perform well. The necessity of further tests is unexplained. And yeah, these are all entered by Virgil. Nothing new, always the same. Have entered formal complaint with the Directorate. These tests are not bringing in any valuable information. The organics project was spun off decades ago. Why do we insist on continuing this? Redacted. All inquiries about this project should now go straight to the Director. The lab will be offline until further notice. That is shady.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Okay then. Let's bring this to Dr. Lee. Okay. Dr. Lee, I've got something for you to hear. So now she will join the Brotherhood of Steel again. Yeah, so hopefully the internet doesn't lie to me. Because it says that this doesn't prevent us from doing anything else. Because we have several groups we can join, you know. You have the Minutemen, you have the Brotherhood of Steel, you have the Institute, and you have the Railroad. So you have these 4 groups of people, or these 4 projects or whatever, like institutes, or and they are kind of in conflicts with each other.
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape. This better not be a waste of my time. lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
No matter how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
And for that, I thank you. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Alright. And let's see. Deliver the seeds, yada yada. Talk to father. Yeah, talk to father. Oh, daddy! Come here, daddy.
When are you going to tell me about this?
You smell like you've been above ground.
Shut up.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs.
I have been above ground. What is this? A master? Ooh, let's save. Just in case something goes wrong. Ooh, how about that? First try. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I'll take it all. I will take it all, even the sweepers. And even all of these things. Nice. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Where are you, father? Are you up here? There we go. There you are.
Son, now that you've had a chance to see the Institute first.
Son, father, it's all confusing. Return to surface.
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal.
Oh, I have to sneeze.
The goal is best summarized by our motto. Mankind. Redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional.
Whew, I managed to mute myself for that.
Remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Sure.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Meet up with the courser. Where though? Okay, over there. Nahant Wharf. So, yeah. I think we're gonna do that in the next episode. So today, or in this episode, we have pretty much discovered everything there is in the Institute. Of course, there is some places that we haven't discovered yet. Actually, let's see. Is there anything up here? The meeting room. Is there anything around here? Just taking all the stuff. Taking your alarm clock. Now you will become late for your meeting or whatever. Yeah, I remember I think there is some magazine in one of these rooms, but I don't remember which one or where. Oh, is it here? No, that was a plate.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
Okay. I think it is out on one of the balconies, if I remember correctly. So let me just see if I can find it real quick. Aha!
Excellent.
Your canine companion permanently takes 10% less damage. Okay, that would be awesome if I actually had a canine companion with me, but I don't. Of course, talking about dog meat. But yeah. So I'm just gonna teleport. Zoom! Back to Sanctuary Hills. And now in the next episode, we are going to help out the Courser retrieve a runaway synth called Gabriel. Zoom! Look at that. So yeah, if you're playing on survival mode, you would be able to teleport to the CIT ruins. But you will be able to teleport to the Institute from anywhere in the world. So if you are playing on survival mode, you should do the main quest until this point as soon as you can, basically, because yeah, it would help you so much. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Yeah, it's been a lot of like lore and just finding out stuff, but that can be interesting too. Maybe not for everyone, but you know, there is a lot of backstory to this game. So I hope you enjoyed, and please leave some comments, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.